I mean, imagine discovering your authentic purpose, why you're on the planet, figuring out what you truly wanted, okay, what you truly want. And so I ended up making a major business shift because of this, from chasing money to finding a noble cause that I was passionate about. And by the way, when you do that, money finds you, which is really cool. And you can see all the other rich blessings, that I now enjoy because I took control of my mind. The 7 laws changed my mind so dramatically. In fact, I'm going to take credit for us being together tonight because I said to Mark when we were talking about all this and studying together, I'm like, you got to get this stuff down on paper. And he said to me, yep, and you're going to write it with me. So that started a whole new creative path. So we promised you the science. I believe this is going to blow your mind.
Yeah. So we've given you social proof, and Tommy Strickland, nice to see you, Tommy. I think the last time I saw you was in Las Vegas, right? But anyway, you came over to me and my daughter. That was so nice in the restaurant. But basically, you've given yourself social proof. So now Ben Rusk has a decision to make, just like every single person on this call. You go, oh, that's a cute little exercise. Or he can take in, yeah, it's in there. It's in there. Well, why don't I know about it? How do I get at it? That's where you need to come from. So let's give you the thing. I know you're probably skeptical, like Lori was saying, the search for geniuses. NASA study proves that the conditioning, the stripping out of our genius, our creativity is real. Our greatness, creativity, and genius gets locked up with conditioning. So this NASA study started in the mid 60s. They saw the potential. They were getting money from Kennedy and the administration, and they said, we need more smart people. Let's go find some geniuses, right? And so they commissioned a study to find creative geniuses, and they were testing 35 and 40-year-old people 2%. And then they started testing by accident some 25-year-olds, and a few more people, not many, showed up as creative genius. You don't know that it's a two. The intelligence curve shows you 2% are idiots. That's a physical thing. 2% are geniuses, 17 slightly above, below average, 17 slightly above, and 62% are average. That is totally inaccurate. It's not true at all. There's nothing that's true about it in any way whatsoever. Okay. So what happened was, by accident, someone started to taste 25-year-olds slightly higher. So they kept going down. They get down to 5-year-olds. 98% of 5-year-olds test out as creative geniuses. Dr. Land studied these kids and followed them for 25 years. And when they were adults, yep, 2% of them been tested as creative genius. Your genius is locked up. You are a creative genius. You were born that way. 98% of us were, and it's still in there. Okay. If you don't think you've been conditioned, you've been perfectly conditioned. The machine, since the beginning of time, with its insatiable appetite, talking about governments, great, insatiable appetite and relentless quest for what? Control, for the good of the people, right? And how did they do it? All the way back to ancient Greece and before. We see this Pete Bar. Scare them, divide them, demoralize them, and bring them to the circus once in a while. And isn't that the way we're actually living today? It's the same thing. What's the circus? This will make you happy, Ben. Tommy, this will make you successful. Pete, this will help you fit in. Great. Our incredible gift, this creativity, is what? Sequestered. We're the only life form, plant or animal, that has an imagination. Everything that has been created hasn't created by elephants and giraffes and moths and plants. It's been created by people. So we get reduced to ego based on other people's values, not our heart's desire, our incredible gift, this creative genius. Okay. Now, our parents, who are doing their best, but guess what? They were byproducts of the same hidden agendas, other people's ideas for your life. And you know how it worked out, right? I don't know how it was. I don't know how it was for, Janet Keith. I don't know how it was for Dorothy Dudek. I don't know how it was for Todd Armstrong, but probably the same. You went to school, right, Lachelle? And they said, you can be anything you want to be. Anything you want to be. President of the United States, movie actor, ball player, artist. You can be anything you want to be, but you better follow the rules like everybody else, or you're going to go to the principal's office. And if you go 3 times, you're going to get kicked out of school and live in a box under a bridge. But you can be anything you want to be. What a, pardon my language, fucking mixed message we got. And it conditions us, right? To what? To fear. Did you know, Todd, you're born with 2 fears? Fear of loud noises and fear of falling. All other fears are generally byproducts of hidden agendas to control our behavior, right? And we don't worry about that, right? Our parents are byproducts of the same hidden agendas, other people's ideas for your life. You know, it's this simple. What Leon found out is comply or live in a box under a bridge. How did they break it down? Well, there's only 2 types of thinking. Now, it's not that one is good and the other one's bad. We need both types of thinking. But in schools, we have one of them discourage us. One type of thinking is divergent. This is Dorothy getting a few ideas. You know, here's some paper, Dorothy. Here's some finger paints. What can you create?